about that, and I just tell you guys, if you want the party to come, get more.
Oh my god, my stair didn't place. Like, that's so...
Precision kill.
You didn't mean to do that, that's no way. It's so funny. Oh!
One enemy remaining.
Get him!
Four clout.
On the money.
One enemy
That
remaining.
boardzy, where dick, dude? Oh,
Free
boardzy!
Ready?
Little Batman, little Batman boardzy.
What? What the? Yeah. More.
Yo, what's good YouTube? It's boardzy, and in this video I'm going to be doing a review of the BenQ Zowie GSR-SE. Obviously, almost all of you guys know about this mousepad at this point. It's one of the most famous ones. Like, basically every Fortnite pro uses it. Probably tons of like pro players in other games. And I had one before, but I gave it away, so now I'm going to be doing a full review of the new one that I bought. I got the deep blue colorway. I think it's the newest one. I could be wrong though. It's $35, which is a pretty expensive price for a mouse pad to some people probably. But I'd say it's well worth it because in all honesty, this is a superb mouse pad. It's super smooth, super buttery. I've only used it with PTFE feet, so I'm not really sure how it would perform with Teflon feet, but for PTFE, it's a nice fast glide, but there's also some stopping power. What you're looking for in a glide test is you want to see it stop gradually. You don't want to see it come to a sudden stop, and you also don't want to see it fly off the mouse pad, and you can see that's what happens here. This just shows the amount of control that there is on this pad, and that there's some stopping power, and that's not something like the Thor where you can just like fucking throw your mouse off of the pad. This means that when you're playing, you don't need to grip your mouse super tight to move it precisely. You can just have a nice loose grip and still be very accurate. Obviously, this is like a really good advantage to have. You want something that's sort of in the middle. Obviously, mouse pads are personal preference, but this is like what I've learned from having a few different mouse pads. It also doesn't have stitched edges, which I'm not sure how good that is for like fraying over time. But I have friends who've had it for a while, and I've read reviews, and nobody says that like the fraying gets too bad over time, so I'm assuming they just did a solid job. I don't know if I'd prefer to see it stitched. My mouse pad I use on the bottom is stitched, and I don't really feel the edges, but I guess it was up to them, and this does give me a lot of friction when I'm aiming, which gives another nice subtle advantage. But overall, I'd say that for $35, you're going to be getting a mouse pad that's a decent size. It's not like a full desk pad, obviously, and it's not extended. But if you're just using this for gaming, this is going to be enough room for like 99% of people. And it's a really smooth, consistent glide, and I've heard that it doesn't really get much worse over time. And the only issue, like the only major issue, is that it's affected by humidity. Obviously, in the summer, I live in New York, it might get pretty bad. Obviously, if that's the case, I'll update, but so far I haven't had any humidity issues, and it's been a nearly perfect pad for me. I've also used the Viper Mini, which has like more, like you see that these have 4 corner glides, and this just has 2 big glides, so I'll show how it glides on here. It gives, of course, a nice smooth glide. The wire's kind of shitty, so it fucks up the glide test. I hate you, Razer. But yeah, overall, the easiest thing to say is that this is a great mouse pad, and if you get it, you won't be disappointed because it's basically a cloth pad that has a good bit of speed to it. coming from faster pads, this is something that's been really good for my aim, actually. I'm sure you guys saw those beginning clips. They weren't the best, but they were just something I got in the past few days. And yeah, for $35, I can definitely recommend this. Very worth it. Probably going to be my main pad for now until my X-ray pads come in, and I might make one of those my main. But I can say that I definitely like it more than the dechanic and the MP510. And I really haven't used my Thor in a while, but it did lose some speed, so probably I like it more than that too. So overall, I've only had this mousepad for like a week, so obviously I can't attest to its durability or anything like that. And I actually do think that not having stitched edges is kind of bad for durability, but it is what it is, and I'll play it by ear. Thanks for 2,000 subscribers. I'm gonna make a post asking what I should do to celebrate it, or probably like a Q&A or something, but I'm just gonna make a post. Yeah, it's been boardzy. Peace. Make sure you like the video.